Critical September quarter inflation numbers will be released later this morning by the ABS. Joining me now is our business reporter, Edward Boyd. So, Ed, petrol, rents, food and electricity, anyone paying them? I tell you what, fuel's going crazy, hasn't it? They're all expected to contribute to inflation in this quarter.
Yeah, look, petrol is the big one. Obviously, oil prices, they're up almost 30% in the past 3 months. Now, obviously, this is the September quarter, so it did happen a bit of time ago. But the petrol price at the Bowser has been around $1.80 to $2 a litre during that September quarter. And it can't be underestimated how significant a factor that is with inflation, because not only is it expensive for motorists, it's expensive for transport companies, it pushes up the cost of logistics, shipping goods, driving goods around Australia, and that obviously filters through to the checkout as well. So the expectation is inflation will lift 5.3% in the September quarter. At an annualised rate, it'll lift 1.1% over the 3-month period. And obviously, the new governor of the Reserve Bank, Michele Bullock, she's going to look at these numbers very closely. And she did say last night that she will not hesitate to lift interest rates if inflation is too high. So we should get a pretty good steer on where inflation's at 11:30 from the ABS. And we can see the stock market reaction pretty quickly to see whether the market thinks rates will need to go up next month on Melbourne Cup Day.
Yeah, so people will be watching the horses and what is happening as well with the RBA. Ed, amongst all of this, Woolworths has released its quarterly sales results this morning. The supermarket chain says it's experiencing deflation, fruit, vegetables and meat categories.
Yeah, look, we've waited a few years now for the supermarket chains to start reporting deflation in their businesses, because prices really have been increasing pretty sharply over the past 2 and a bit years. But today, Woolworths have put out their first quarter sales trading update, sales of about $17 billion over just 3 months, and they did lift 5.3%, which is the same as the inflation prediction in that first quarter. But Woolworths said fresh fruit, vegetables and meat categories, they're starting to see prices decrease for those, which is a good sign for Australians at the checkout buying food, buying fruit and veg. But they did say overall average prices had increased by 2% in the quarter, but that is not as big an increase as it was in previous quarters. So we're starting to see deflation in some pretty big important categories at supermarket chains, and hopefully we'll get the same results from Coles when their quarterly results come out in the next couple of days.
Silver lining there, Ed. Thank you.